What's your favorite childhood All-Star memory?
I would say when I was in
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. And Kenny Atkinson, hired by Brooklyn back in 2016, another point guard turned coach. Shaq, he played professionally for over a decade.
Yeah, he played in Italy, Paisan. He played in France, Sebon. He played in Germany, Bratwurst. He played in Spain, Hola. You can make an excellent living playing abroad.
I didn't know you spoke so many languages, and you broke the barrier in one try. Wow. But he's been coaching since 2004, and as an assistant with the Hawks, he really showed he was ready.
All right, and now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Lakers continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And right now for the Nets, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
The talent's not there, Greg. Plain and simple. You can't fault their effort, but they just don't have the roster to compete with the big boys.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, the fallout from the Nets trade with the Celtics in 2013, of course, is still being felt all around the league, and GMs are very reluctant now to surrender first-round picks unless they receive major league talent in return. Nobody out there wants to be embarrassed, Kevin, on or off the floor.
Yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah. Now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their timing. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
So the Lakers win the tip. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Brandon Ingram's out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Len in at the 5 down low. Now here's Ingram. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Len.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Russell against Ball from 12 feet out. And it's Russell missing. And here are the Lakers. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Yeah, and the smooth mechanics of Ingram excels. He excels at burying jumpers down on a consistent basis.
Here's Russell. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Here's LeVert. It's Allen on the wing. Guarded by Land. Allen kicks to Carroll. Over James. And no good as it rattles out.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here is Russell. He had 22 points in the win against Atlanta.
His rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the board.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
Here's Kuzma. After the basket by Brooklyn. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Out of hand on it. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Russell with a wide open look. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
Carroll against James. Ingram kicks to LeBron. Back to Ingram. 6 to shoot.
Man, don't do it. Going for that pump fake. James has it just impeccable. Fooling the defense night in and night out.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
He hits both from the stripe. Greg, as we get closer to the halfway point of the season, it's clear just how impactful LeBron James has been on this roster.
It is night and day from the Lakers of last year to this year. This is just how much adding a player like LeBron can change your team. He just does so much and opens up so many options for everyone else on the roster.
Kuzma kicks to James. To the wing right side. Now the pass to Len. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. No good on the 3. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Pass to Carroll. Got a piece of it.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
The drive by James. To the inside. Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And Allen slams it in.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Now here's Ingram. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. It's Ingram on the wing. James outside to the paint. Stolen by Allen. And here's Carroll. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fareed, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Len, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Nets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between area.
Now here's LeBron. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Passes it to Ball. Kuzma inside. Fareed defending. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Fareed finds Russell. Here's LeVert. Right wing. Fareed the pass to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawless.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
Here's LeVert. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Outside, Russell. And the layup falls. Russell's got 6.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. Misses the 3.
A defender nowhere near him. He still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Fareed, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Ingram. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. See, Webb, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game, the Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing it.
And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ed Davis is checked in for Damari Carroll. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Alex Len, and Hart subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
You see the confidence. I mean, you can't shake James, even with the defender right in his shirt.
Russell kicks to Allen. Back to Russell. Over Rondo. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. He's got 8. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Dishes to James. Pass to Hart. 4 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. LeBron, no luck.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Russell against Rondo. There's Hollis Jefferson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Hollis Jefferson's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Hart. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
And let's check out stats for James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 5th in scoring, 6th in field goal percentage, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game. And
as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. 5th best, the Nets.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
And Rondo drops them both.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Napier finds Hollis Jefferson, and he banks in the layup. Hollis Jefferson's got his second bucket tonight.
He just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
The pass to Hart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, look at this. And Josh Hart, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
And Chris, with Hart, you can see the improvement in his play each time he came out onto the floor.
Oh, yeah, he's very good from 3, and he's nice on D. You know, he said himself that he doesn't want to be just a 3-point guy or a defensive guy. He wants to have all the skills. It won't be the case if he continues to improve as he has.
And here is Los Angeles now. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Rondo kicks to Stevenson. It's Beasley on the wing. Stevenson with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He had a nice open look right there. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
Now here's Napier. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
Davis. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Beasley. Here's Hart. Back to Beasley. Stevenson inside the three-point line. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Davis with the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Pass to Allen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded, and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust, because that new team wants you and needs you badly.
Good insight. And the basket by Napier.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rondo finds McGee. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. That one drops for him. Allen's got 10 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rondo dishes to McGee. Excellent D there from Allen.
That's how you protect him. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. Feeds it to Allen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Josh Hart. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Rondo passes to Stevenson. And it's Beasley in the corner. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Napier feeling it out a bit. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
The Nets with the lead. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Rondo finds Beasley. Shot is good off the back rim and in. McGee's got 5.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside for Rondo. Back to Beasley. Stevenson right side. Here's McGee. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move. But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside, Beasley. Rebound, Brooklyn. Napier up top. He's covered by Rondo. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
McGee inside. Davis is there. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to McGee. Beasley outside. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And again, no good by the Lakers. Nets leading by 4. Dinwiddie passes to Fareed. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Shoots. Again, the Nets for 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Lakers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Now Napier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Beasley comes with the double team, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's the Lakers with it. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Alex Len's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. LeBron, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Dinwiddie kicks to Fareed. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Fareed against LeBron. The dish to Caldwell Pope. And again, the Lakers no good. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's LeVert. 23 points for him the last game against Atlanta.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
LeBron James on the wing. And it's Ball in the corner. Clock at 6. Pass to LeBron. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
Look at that. You have to love how James stayed calm. He doesn't let the shot clock get to him. Awesome at creating for himself.
Dinwiddie passes to Kira. Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. Shoots from the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The pass to Len. He dishes it to James. Back to Len. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Len's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Oh, such a creative player. Look, James is fantastic at reading the floor and finding his teammates.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 11 points in the quarter.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Ball against Russell. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely. Here's Kuzma. Kicks it out to James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Fareed. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
Stolen by Len. And here is James. He has 6. Inside. And it's Len. That time on the assist by LeBron. Len's got 8 points.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Carroll dishes to Dinwiddie. Here's Fareed. Chalk up 2 there. Fareed's got his first basket of the night.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the lip.
No, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
LeBron can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Russell missing. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
I love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Len. Josh Hart comes in for James. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. LeVert the pass to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Allen. And the rejection by Zubac. Russell against Ball. Here's Zubac. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, this is the unselfishness Ball brings to the table. The definition of a pass-first point guard.
Outside Russell. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 11. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
To the right side. Kuzma passes the ball. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Russell finds Fareed, and stolen by Kuzma. Ingram right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, Kevin, and with Ingram's long limbs, it's hard to stay in front and defend without foul.
The Lakers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Outside, Russell. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Ball kicks to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's LeVert. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Russell against Ball. The tray. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him. And now I think he's starting to really force the issue. Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him.
And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. You know, he had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
He's off on the first. And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future in the league.
Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads, cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Davis.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points. And
this is his first trip to the line tonight. 1:52 left here in the second. Now here's Ball. Napier covering. That's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
And the Lakers with another miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Napier passes to Russell. From deep. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And smooth release from range. Russell can just do so many things for you.
Over in the corner, Zubac. Ingram outside. But they'll get another chance. Passes it to Hart. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Russell. And the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
A scoring machine right now. Russell with the shoot-first mindset tonight and making it look easy.
Right side, Rondo. Ingram outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by Napier.
Don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
No question. It's not easy to be patient, but you really don't want to give up an extra possession.
Ingram kicks to Hart. Down low. Outside for Rondo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. All out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Len in at the center position. For the lead, it's deflected. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by James.
You got to stay on James in transition. If you give him room to run, he jumps all over.
Here's LeVert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Russell. LeBron grabs the miss.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really, it had the same effect.
Nets trail by 4. Russell passes to LeVert. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Count that one.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
Len down low, defended by Allen. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 11 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's LeVert. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Inside, Allen. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 13 points in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Carroll against James. Len down low, working on Allen. Here's Ball. That 3 off the mark. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Rockets. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Los Angeles, just a few spots below there.
You know, for Los Angeles, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
There's still some very strong teams above them, Greg. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Now, here's Kuzma. Back to Ingram. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Continuing to pour it on. Ingram's found the groove.
Kicks it to Allen. Nets passing it around. 5 to shoot. Here's Carroll. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
James looking around. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. And then for the Lakers, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. He kicks to Dinwiddie. Jacks up a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Land's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stevenson with it. Dishes at the Land. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Beasley. Now here's Ball. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Friday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for the matchup with the Suns, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Carroll. Inside. From past the arc. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from LeVert.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Lakers #1.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
The pass to Dinwiddie. Carroll against Stevenson. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded closely. Buries it down low.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
And along with the resurgence Carroll had last season, in large part due, I think, Greg, to finally feeling healthy.
Yeah, and Carroll is quick to tell you just how hard it was for him to regain form after that knee injury. Coming back is something that each player experiences kind of in their own way. Great presence, though, on and off the floor, and really a natural leader.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Ed Davis is checked in for Allen. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Fareed, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for LeVert. Carroll kicks to Davis. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That's tipped.
Solid shot blocker at his position. Ball's length allows him to make a difference on this team.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And it's Davis missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist here tonight. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Napier finds Davis. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hollis Jefferson's got 8 points. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ball kicks to Zubats. And he uses the glass on the layup. Zubats has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now Napier. Pass to Carroll. And here is Davis. Here's Napier. Hangs home the trifecta. He's got 7.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
Passes it to Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Michael Beasley. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Now here's Napier. He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Dinwiddie. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 4. Caldwell Pope for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. To the paint. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 4 this quarter.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
McGee in the high post. And the shot is long.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking as long as they keep leaving him open.
To the middle with a tie. Davis finds Hollis Jefferson. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Upside Rondo. There's the dish to Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Rondo. And McGee kicks to Hart. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 5. And here's Napier. He's got 7. Pass to Carroll. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Carroll. Here's Napier. Guarded by McGee. Davis. It's good on the putback.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the 3rd. To the paint. Outside for Rondo. Drops in the layup for 2.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
1:21 left to play in the 3rd. Dinwiddie. Second chance shot. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Hart the pass to Zubats. He feeds it to McGee. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Russell, he's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Brandon Ingram comes in for Caldwell Pope. There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter. deep two from Russell. Offensive rebound, Nets. Bucket is good. Carroll's got 6. Los Angeles leading by 3. It's Ingram on the wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover. And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get caught. You can't find much better shot than that.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Russell. Hart the pass to Zubac. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
It's the moving target with the knee pass. He made it look so easy.
Russell feeling it out a bit. With the floater. That one no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Lakers lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got LeVert. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Davis, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Napier in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The mobility of Kuzma coming into play there. Outstanding at setting good screens and rolling fast.
Out to the wing. To the middle. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. Los Angeles leading by 3. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Offline with his 3.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Napier finds Russell. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Brooklyn making some changes. Allen's checked in for Davis. And Fareed's subbed in for Shabazz Napier. And the Lakers also making a change. James is checked in. Outside Rondo. Now here's LeBron. He's tightly guarded. Fareed against Kuzma. Over Fareed. Back to LeBron. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Connects from 3-point range. And the Lakers lead by 6.
They don't need LeBron to hit the 3 all the time. They love it.
Russell passes to Fareed. Count the basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's James. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Outside, Russell launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Ingram kicks to Kuzma. Pass to LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, James is like a freight train moving to the rim. He's so effective at getting the D to hit him when he's on the attack.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
Ball's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Ingram missing.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Nets trail by 6. And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player. I really love how effective he's become on both ends.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. James outside. Len, good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. And he drops it in from the low post. Hollis Jefferson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Here's LeBron. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
They get a hand on it. Outside, Russell. Shoots over ball. They get it back. Fareed, and that one good.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
The deeper in the crunch time we get, the harder he's going to work on the offensive glass.
The drive by James. Again, the Lakers.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Timeout called, the Nets. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Now the pass to LeBron. Kuzma against Fareed. Kuzma passes the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Laker lead.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. I mean, ball absorbs contact very well.
The drive by Russell. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
And they're going to need even more out of him with the score being what it is.
James. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Outside, Russell. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. But they get it back. Out to Kuzma. Pass the ball. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Ingram. Fires the 3. The kick out to LeBron. Ingram outside. Pass to Len. Over Allen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing here by 8. LeVert the pass to Russell. Down low. Goes up again. And Fareed with the nice bucket inside.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Ball dishes to James. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Brooklyn making some changes. Damari Carroll comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Carroll. Allen right side. The pass to LeVert. Pass to Dinwiddie. The three. Brooklyn gets it back in a new shot clock. It's deflected. Here's Ingram. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in. Fareed's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Los Angeles leading by 6. Kuzma inside. Fareed defending. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Here's Ball. There's the feed to Len. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 9th assist in the game now. Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Here's LeVert. Six to shoot. Pass to Dinwiddie. Fires the three. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half and only 1 in the first. He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Here's Dinwiddie. He kicks to Carroll. To the middle. Here's Allen. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
LeBron with it. Inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Nets trail by 8. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Fareed. And it's Carroll in the corner. Back to Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
Fareed, no good on the free throw. Los Angeles leading by 6. Now here's Kuzma. Now James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The D is no shot at stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul.
Free throw good, LeBron. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Dinwiddie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
2.
Spencer.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count it.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And the pass to James.
2 minutes to go in the game.
1:56 left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Len. Out left to the wing. Here's Kuzma. And again, the Lakers no good. Nets trail by 6. Down low. Allen dishes to Dinwiddie. It's the first that brings them within 5. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Ball kicks to LeBron. Clock at 6. From the baseline. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. James has got 26.
And James loves these big moments. He isn't afraid to shoot it when the game is on the line.
Here's Fareed. Len grabs the board. And Los Angeles guys shooting 57% in this 4th quarter. And here is Ball. Pass to LeBron. Back to Ball. Kicks it to Ingram. 3-pointer. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we know some crazy stuff happens out there, but everything would have to go their way for them to finish this off.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point lead. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
Here's Dinwiddie. Count it! And now they trail by just 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Passes to LeVert. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. Off target with his 3. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. LeBron in the first half could have gone either way. What was the difference down the stretch?
Well, defensively, we stepped up. That's what it's all about with our team. We know if we get stops, we get a better opportunity to get a win and execute offensively.
Really looked different in the second half. Thanks very much, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.